Good morning, Erin with Full Circle Florals. I was just out here working on my Tithonias, which you see behind me, or Mexican sunflower, and I'm thinking, oh, you might want to see how I care for these guys. So I'm going to bring you along here and just show you what I'm doing. So they are a gorgeous plant. Most of the year, they do start to they need a little bit of, cleanup here and there. Mostly what I'm doing today is just, you just kind of have to run your hand over and the dried leaves fall off. That keeps it nicer looking. That's just for us. And the other thing that I'm doing is I'm popping some of the seed heads off, which are these that are here, because when you open this up, then the seeds are in between these very spiky things. They're kind of mean, actually. But here, let me pull one out. There it is. That's the nice little Mexican sunflower seed. So some things about Mexican sunflowers, if you don't grow them, why you should. So why you should is, they're gorgeous. They have one of the most beautiful orange colors. Let me pull one of the blossoms off and get it close so you can see it. Where's a good one? Oh, B. That's another good reason right there. Here, let's pull this guy. It's awful cute. So there. They are in a gorgeous orange. Look at that. They're really beautiful. So I'll put that in I have them going into the bicycle vase that's over here. Anyway, they're a beautiful orange color for our eye, but the bees and the pollinators absolutely love them. So even though I don't necessarily love them for a cut flower, because I feel like their necks, they're really hollow, like a straw. And they can be really, you touch them and they just kind of, I kind of warn people about them that, if you're gonna pick them at your own risk, because they do tend to just kind of give up the ghost quickly. So anyway, that's the biggest part of why I have left them down here, because they were kind of an experiment, was that the pollinators just love them. So I'm trimming them today, but only trimming some of the stuff because the birds like the seeds too. And if the birds are coming and getting these seeds, they're not bothering anything else. So it's kind of a trap crop, I guess, essentially. But they look really beautiful in the landscape. I'll show you the littler ones. They have a much more compact form. These get, in other garden settings that I have, they'll get, 4 feet, 5 feet tall and wide, really. These have stayed kind of small. I just think, it's a matter of we don't have the organic matter that really we need for everything to be making great plants yet. And I say yet because the way I will trim these is I take them back down to a healthy nub here, which, let me bring it in a little closer. Hi, Forrest. Okay, so I bring them into this. You can see this little healthy nub right here. Where's that coming from? So I'll cut just above that and take some of the bits off. And I'm not taking off a ton, just that much there. This is the only really, oh no, both of these are dried. So I cut the dried seed head off and I pop them in my little bucket of seed heads that I have sitting over here. I'll do that real quick. And then the last of what I have left, I just take it and I cut it into 1 to 2 inch sections and leave it right there to mulch. And that will add to the organic matter over time. Also, some of those seed heads might develop and make babies. I just found a baby over there that's growing. It'll probably be too small for this season, but it's growing nonetheless. What are you trying to sneak in there?
That's all.
That is all. Eric is over there making sure that what are they? What's the issue? Gophers? Gophers. If you're a gardener, So anyway, I have mostly cleared these out to the level that I wanted to, but I'm going to take these down just a little bit farther here, just a few, just to show you what it is that I'm doing. So if there is a pretty blossom on it, that one's a little bit spent, but if there's a pretty blossom, I've been setting those aside and they go into bouquets. Otherwise, I trim up all the little bits, take off the seed heads that are there, like so, boop, and then cut the rest right into the row so that all that organic matter goes right back in it. And then these go in my little box for next year's seed bank. And that's about it. So that's a short and sweet video. This one's got still some little dried bits. I don't strip them all the way down. I leave several on, like I said, because the birds and the pollinators. they're covering this thing. Every time I'm out here, there's a butterfly on it, a bee on it. The hummingbirds love them. They're really happy. So even though they won't make the cut necessarily for the U-pick next year, they will be down here at the flower farm, just in more of a garden setting. So we'll have a whole pollinator garden that we're planning on with lots of flowers that really don't have a vase life. So they're not great for U-pick or for bouquets. Sorry, I'm staring at the bee. You can see it over there. Oh, hello, bee. That one's got a lot of pollen on it. Aren't you a beauty? Anyway, so yeah, that's all I do. As I go back, it's really kind of just pick a spot, go above a nub that has some green living bits on, and then I trim these right back down to the little base here. Voila, that is it. So that was a nice short little tutorial. As far as the seeds go, like those just fell out onto here. Look, I'm shaking them out of there. I didn't realize that. So I guess they're really ready to go. I've had to pop them out sometimes. You can wiggle them around. But just be careful because they are very pokey and they like to poke you. But look, oh, seeds. So I'll have lots of these growing next year, just not in this space. So thanks for joining us while we talk about how to care for your Tithonia or Mexican sunflower, and watch us grow.